During the winter time, when it snows, everybody uses road salt to clear ice and snow off of the pavement. It gets washed into the runoff water as the snow melts, causing the groundwater and the bodies of water it runs off into very toxic. Some impacts that the changing toxicity levels have on the organisms that live in the impacted environments are that they become more susceptible to parasites in the environments. For example, the tadpoles of the wood frog become extremely more susceptible to infection by the trematodes, which is a parasite organism that lives in their environment, even when exposed to small levels of this toxic runoff water. By exposing the amphibians in the environment to invasive plant litter, Dr. Jessica Hua and her research team tested how this kind of shift affected amphibian development and susceptibility to the toxicity of the rising salt levels. Some trends that they noticed were that as the ecosystem shifted to being dominated by the invasive litter, there was an increase in turbidity, which is the darkness of the water the plant litter was submerged in. They also noticed an increase in alkali metals like manganese, calcium, and potassium, as well as an increase in transition elements like iron. What they also noticed was that there was a decrease in oxygen. Another thing that Dr. Jessica Hua and her team noticed was that with the increase of potassium, the native species of leopard frog had a much shorter time to hatching as the environment transitioned, whereas the invasive species of African clawed frog had no change in the developmental time as the environment shifted to the invasive plant litter. Another thing that Dr. Hua noticed was that the native frogs, when exposed to the invasive plant litter, became more susceptible to the rising salt levels, meaning they became more sensitive to them. However, the invasive frogs became less susceptible to the shifting NaCl levels, meaning that the invasive plants actually facilitated the invasive amphibians. More specifically, they noticed that the increase of calcium decreased the organism's susceptibility to other contaminants, in this case NaCl, but that the increase in manganese ions actually increased their susceptibility to these contaminants. And to sum all of this up, Dr. Hua's results were consistent with the Invasive Meltdown Hypothesis, which basically says this: the presence of one invasive species can cause a pressure on the environment that would in turn cause the facilitation or working to the benefit of another invasive species present in the same environment. And on that note, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like it, you can check out our channels Evo, TiVo, and Evo Seminar Series.
Audio Jungle.